Okay, so let's go a bit further. We will look at the REPL. Okay, so here we'll remove this, and what we want to do is to provide the user with a prompt, and then to be able to read the line of input that the user types. So that's easy enough. I'm gonna use a buffered IO. So buff IO. I'm gonna create a new reader. Okay, and we will simply say that we're getting our input, or reading our input from std_in, which is the keyboard. All right. Of course, this returns an buffer, right? So it's a reader. And so now we can create a for loop. So I'm going to create a for loop, infinite loop, does not end. And the first thing I'm going to do is to simply print the prompt with a space. All right. So after I've done that, I'm going to read in the line that is typed in. So I'm going to use a reader dot read string. Okay. And read string returns a string and an error, and it takes a delimiter. So we want the string to end when the new line is entered. Let's save that in line and error. Okay, so so this should be a single quote, not a double quote. All right, so it takes a byte, right? Not a string. Okay, so what I want to do is to actually check if the end of file character is encountered. Okay, so what we can do is to check for Control D. All right, so we can get out of the REPL by using Control D. All right, so I need to check for that. So if error is IO dot end of file, okay, then I know that the user wants to exit the REPL. So all I'm going to do is to break. All right. Now, if that's not the case, then I want to process that line of text that the user is typing in. So all I'm going to do is to strip the new line character from the string. Okay, so I'm going to say trim suffix. Okay, and all this does is take the string that I want to strip and the suffix, which is the new line character, which is a string. So with that out of the way, then I will make use of the line. All right, so that's easy enough. All I have to do is say fmt dot print line and pass in line. All right. So again, it's not perfect. We're just beginning after all. So if I save this and I open my terminal and I say go run, okay, now let's try it. Okay, we get the prompt, and so if I type in maybe 1 plus 2, I get 1 plus 2 back. I say x is 12, I get that back. All right, and if I say Control D, then I will leave the terminal. Let's get rid of this %sign. So all I'm going to do here, after you leave the terminal, I'm just going to say print line. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, 1 plus 2. Great, let's leave. All right, much better. All right, so we leave this here for now. We have a way of reading in the source file, printing the contents. And now we have a way of providing the user with a prompt, a REPL, and having them type in the contents and being able to get those contents. So the next step that we need to work on is actually taking the content and breaking it up into different pieces so that we can work on those pieces. Okay, so that's what we mean by scanning or lexical analysis. Again, it's a step-by-step process so that we can understand the big picture eventually. I'll see you in the next video.